Well, what would you do to fulfill a dream? One Marquette native took it as far as hitchhiking out west and living on the streets, homeless. His story will be played nationally on Dr. Phil tomorrow. We sat down with him and his mom recently to talk about his journey and his future.
There was just something inside of me that has been urging up since I've been 14 years old, and that is to be a superstar and to be famous.
Nicholas Camerata wants to be famous. He wants to make it big in the music business. So back in April, the then 20-year-old dropped everything and hitchhiked out to Los Angeles.
And went out and manifested a dream, and hopefully I can keep taking the right steps forward to getting where I want to be.
The 2014 Marquette senior high school graduate left home without his phone, wallet, and no money. He didn't tell anyone, including his parents.
I had a lot of fear during the months that he was homeless in Los Angeles, combined with a lot of faith and a lot of hope. It was a difficult emotional time for me as a parent.
He lived on the streets of LA for months, homeless. Nick wants to ultimately make his mark in the music industry, as well as bring attention to something he's been dealing with for quite a long time.
I suffer from mental illness. I have my whole life. With depression and other things along those lines, which is another reason why I love to spread awareness about that, because it's a struggle that I've had my whole life. You know, I get very down sometimes when I'm in a good mood. I'm just working. My creative juices are flowing.
Nick spent the better part of the year bouncing from place to place. When his parents flew out to visit him for his 21st birthday, his mom reached out to Dr. Phil, hoping that he would help her son.
And this was done as it was unfolding. So they actually interviewed Nicholas before we even got to see him in Los Angeles. So it was quite an experience.
My parents, they had a hard time with it, man. They really did. And the way I saw it was, like I said, I believe in myself so much that even though I knew that I may be hurting my loved ones and they were struggling, I was just like, you know what, when things go right, when all of this pays off, I really believe that they're going to look back on it and say, oh, that was worth it.
Dr. Phil is helping Nick out. He will fly next week to Dallas to a brain trauma center for an evaluation. Nick said that he suffered around 20 concussions during his hockey playing days. After that, he's headed back out to LA.
I'm working on a mixtape. My funds are super tight right now, so I'm just, trying to network and really tell these people that, hey, I'm a talented kid, and, if you throw some recording time my way, it will pay off.
For now, Nick is back home in Marquette. He is carrying a wallet these days and also has a phone. We will keep an eye on Nick's progress as things develop for him. And again, Nick is scheduled to be on Dr. Phil tomorrow. Check your local listings to catch the story.